Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meaty69, and we are back. We are back with the KV5. Russian heavy tier 8 premium tank. And it's a premium tank that not many people actually like. And I've got Blitz Stars here, and you can see I've got two KV5s because they have got two guns. So pretty much the same gun, except for one's got AP and one's got APCR as its standard ammo. And then the one with the APCR's got heat. So I've lined it up with most of, not all, but most of the other tier 8 premium tanks. And it really does lack. It really does. I've been playing it over the last 2 days or so, trying to get some footage. And to be honest, I was just bored. It's not like a T-34 or a Luva or an IS-2SH, for instance. It just hasn't, I don't know, it's just not got that oomph, you know, it's quite boring. And the thing that really lets it down is the penetration, the alpha. Okay, the rate of fire is okay, but it's, look at this DPM. The DPM, it's on the gun with the APCR. It's 219 mil, and that's why I run it with the AP. The gun with the AP, it's 167. 167. Now, if you look at your armor on this thing, you've got 180 as your hull and turret armor. You can't pen that with, so you're not going to be able to pen a KV5 using a KV5 with the AP. It's a bit different when you change the Pramo. 219, which goes obviously to the same as your standard on your new gun. So it's either gun really. If you want the DPM, go with the AP. You'll be able to pump out that DPM in tier 7. So if you use the AP, it does become one of the highest DPM tanks, tier 8s, heavies. So it is really totally up to you what gun you do use. If you've got this tank, it's been for sale quite a few times. No doubt it will come again. I'm not sure, but don't quote me on that, but I'm sure it will at some point come again. But me, personally, I do use the APCR. I might give it a try with the AP, just like the IS-6. The IS-6 has got two guns. This has got two guns. So I might try it out with the AP gun. I'm not sure. But for this one, we're going to look at the first one, because this is what the gun I used, the one with the APCR. So the alpha is 320. Now you'll see in some of my battles, it's very frustrating because I do like 280, 290 damage. And it's just like, wow, all these other heavies are doing sort of 400 alpha. Sometimes near on 500. And you're not even doing 300. So that for me is really poor. The alpha is really poor. The penetration is pretty poor. Rate of fire, okay, that's nice. The reload's nice compared to most of the other heavies. Aim time, yeah, it's not, well, it's along where with the other heavies really. The gun depression is 7 degrees, which, okay, it's fairly good. Not as good as a T-34, but the T-34 is a beast. Same as the Luva, that's a beast at the minute. The speed is actually, for a tank so heavy, it's 40 kilometers. So it's actually, the speed is really, really nice on the tank, believe it or not. The traverse is quite slow. Even The track traverse is quite slow. Credit wise, 166% credits. You don't make that much credits really, and if I'm not going to go and play this tank to earn credits, because I have a T-34, I have a Louver, I'm just going to play them. I have an IS-2SH, I have pretty much all the tier 8 heavies, so this tank will be my last choice to go to make some credits. And you can see the armour, okay, 180 mil on the front, 150 mil on the side, and 140 on the back. So it has got very, very trollish armour. Now, I'm going to have a battle, and then I'm going to go into some training room with my good friend Dan, fellow clanmate, and we're just going to look at the armour. But we're going to have a battle for you, and you can get some bounces. You can get some nice bounces. So the first battle, we have sped it up. We have got shot a few times, but the beginning bit was, there was nothing to show. There was nothing at all to show. So all the enemy have gone to city, and you can see now as I'm driving, I do get penetrated, but I'm angling. I'm not driving straight towards the AMX. I'm driving at an angle. Now, this tank is pretty much the same as the KV4. It's an angling tank. Now, we've got the glacial behind that does penetrate us, and this is where the AMX pushes. But again, you're making sure we're not looking at him head on. We are trying to angle, and that's when you'll get some bounces. It's not, and we get another bounce there, as you see. Again, we was angled. It's not, that is how you play the tank. Look at that, 295. Leave him on 2 HP. You know what I mean? RNG, thank you very much. So yeah, it's a side scraping tank. It really is a side scraping tank. And that is when you start getting a lot of bounces. You will get a lot of bounces if you are side scraping. Now, hold down. It's kind of hard to hold down in this tank because the tank is just so big. It's got a couple of the cupolas on top that are that people can penetrate them. So hold down, it's kind of tricky to hold down. So it is more of a side scraping tank. Now, next battle we have Desert Sands. It is Supremacy, and it is a tier 7. So they've got a couple of tier 7s. We got 3 mediums, so we are going to push left, and we're going to push to C. We are top tier, so I do feel more confident in this tank, in top tier. But when you come up against tanks like E75s, VKs, you're going to struggle to pen them. And if you're facing them, they are not going to struggle to pen you, unless you're angling. Now, we are first up, and we spot the AMX 5100. He is coming around the side. I have no idea what he's doing, but we do get a nice roll of 340, which is not a bad roll for this tank. And he dies like within, well, there we go, 35 seconds, and he's just about to die. We don't manage to get the kill shot. The Tiger 1 does kill him. And then now we've got that AT-15. And again, you can see my angle. When I'm reloading, I'm moving. And you can just see here, I'm not facing him. I have got lovely side armor. So, angled just like this, you will get a lot of bounces. Because you've got lovely side armor. You have got nice frontal armor, and you've actually got nice rear armor. And you can see here again, I'm going towards the AT-15 at an angle. I'm never going towards a tank facing them straight, and doing that, you will get a lot of bounces. You see here again the T-25, I'm angled to him, but at this point I'm ignoring the T25 because I can see a nice juicy Emil. HE we do 360 or so damage. But you can see here already, I'm now going to, well, I'm not angled properly, but he does actually take his time and he does pen me. And when they do take the time, they are going to pen you. But that's why you want them to, you want to make them rush their shot. So they haven't got time to aim at the weak parts. That battle we do finish on 2.7k damage, 57,000 credits, which again is, that's not great credit wise. It's really not great. And look at this Dracula, look at that, 100 average damage he's got. Amazing. So yeah, look, this is what I mean. So we got down here in KV5 and we are shooting from a mod 1, which hasn't got the greatest penetration. We shoot the top of the cupola. The KV5, however, did get a buff a couple of updates ago. It got one of the hatches in front of, next to the gun. None of the top hatches. You got the big hatch, which I'll aim at any second. And this is what I mean about hull down. Yes, we can't see his hull, but he's got two massive cupolas. And that hatch that I'm aiming at now, that is what got buffed, because that was really easily pennable. And you see, I did bounce that shot. I will pen the next shot, but look at that. It's red as anything. And don't forget, this is Dan's in a KV5 that's just sitting still. In a battle, you're not just going to sit there like that. So aim at these weak spots when you're side scraping is going to be a lot harder than it is in training room. And you'll see there the difference between the APC and the AP is a lot. And we're going to go here, just sit in front of him against, look, it is red, but you have got quite a lot of weak spots on that, and that's AP penning him in the face. So there is quite a lot of weak spots, and that's why you got to side scrape. If he was side scraping, then I wouldn't be able to see them weak spots. So moving on to our next battle, it is quite a quick battle, and it's played nothing like really you should play the tank. So it is Supremacy. It is Port Bay. We've got 3 mediums. The enemy got 3 mediums, or 2 mediums, 1 light tank. So we are going to push towards C, but my team do push towards B, and that is pretty much where this battle happens. Is pretty much around the B area, but we do open up the Super Persian. He does run away, so we are going to sit and we are going to cap. And you'll see here the gun depression. It's quite nice. It is quite nice. 7 degrees for a heavy. Obviously there's some better, but I'll take the 7 degrees for this tank. But I really would like to see this tank have just a little bit more penetration and a little bit more alpha. The same alpha as the rest of the tier 8 premium heavies. Just give it the 400 alpha and I'll be happy with that. If you don't, even if you don't give it extra penetration, give it the 400 alpha and that will make me happy. And I'll probably actually play this tank a lot more. So nearly all the enemy are by around this area. My Tiger 2 is dying, so I am trying to save him. And again, you'll see here, while I'm reloading, I am wiggling as much as I can. 292. No, we're only going to do 282, but we do give him a little round to clearing it up. We've got the Ferdinand now with me with this AMX, and again 299. So 80% of my shots don't even get to 300 damage, which is a shame. But we do take out the AMX. My team takes out the Tiger, and then our team will take out that VK. Unfortunately, I don't get a shot onto him, but they do take him out, and then we have got an IS-3 coming up behind us. He does take out our Ferdinand, so I do turn around. He is quite full health, but you can see there, on an IS-3, you can penetrate it pretty easy. But the IS-3 front armor is not great. Again, he doesn't struggle penning us, And stupidly, he gives us a ram, so we get the kill. And we do get a mission complete, and we get 4 kills. So, a quick battle, not a bad battle. It was quite easy battle. We finished on 4 kills. So we've got the top gun, 142,000 credits because we've got a mission, 2.5 thousand damage, and again we got the top gun. So not a bad battle. And this last battle I'm with Johnny J-Dog. He is in the ISU 152, and it's pretty much just supporting. We support each other. He supports me in this battle with his massive gun, and I can support him with my armor. So the enemy have got 2 mediums and a light tank, so we do push towards this cap, and we have opened up the enemy, and there's a couple by B, there's a couple by A, and also there is a couple by C. So we do get one shot into the IS-3. They have also got the Borzik there. They've got the AT-15, so we don't want to be anywhere near the AT-15 with his DPM and his armor. Really, you want to leave tank like that to last. And now I'm getting shot by the T-44-100. So we are going to go left. We're going to try and clear up the tanks that are in the middle. We've got one tank down. We've got the AT-15 to our right. The Borzik's to our right, and the IS-3 is to our right. So I just noticed that there is the AT-15. He wasn't looking at me, so we to try and get shot into him. But then there was another AT-15. And you do not want to be sitting in front of 2 AT-15s with their DPM. So our mediums now are to the left. They are keeping this T-44-100 occupied, and we are going to start making a push for it. So J-Dog is there with one AT-15. We've got the Tiger one here, and then we've got the IS-3 in front of us. We do take a nice shot into that IS-3. However, we are 2 tanks down. Johnny does kill the AT-15, so we're just going to push around. We're all together. I'm not going to push around as quick. We are aiming at that Borzik, and we do manage to take him out. And I don't want Johnny to go here. I was trying to block him because I can see he's going to try and go. He is a one-shot, but I do manage to get the IS-3 to shoot me, and he only tracks me. So Johnny does take him out as well. So Johnny's got 2 kills. I've got 1 kill. It is now 4 against 4. They've got 2 bases. And now I just take out that AMX who kindly run in front of me. So it's now 4 against 3. Again, their bases. They've got 2 bases. They're nearly on 800 points. So even though there is 3 tanks that are all sitting in front of me, my main priority is to cap a base, so we have 2 bases because we are quite a lot down. I do have some shots in this AT-15. We take them down to a 1 shot. So there's 2 1-shots now, and then there is half health. We do take out one of the AT-15s, but the T-44 does take out our Tiger 1. So by now we've got 2 bases. Well, we did have 2 bases, but they have just caught the base. So now we are in a hurry. They take my track, and I'm just going to focus on that T-34. I'm going to try and ignore the T-44, and we're going to take him out because he is a 1-shot, and it takes their supremacy points down. As I do that, Johnny takes out the T-44. So great play there. We worked together. We got all 7 kills between us, and it was great team play. So that is it. That is the KV5, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.